What's going on, everybody? So, I would say a couple of years ago, I did an interview with the head of a new computer game called General Staff. It's actually now known as General Staff Black Powder Wargaming System. And it says it's the ultimate in simulating 18th and 19th century battles. Built around the Mate AI, it comes with dozens of battles: Waterloo, Gettysburg, Little Bighorn, with alternative scenarios including Gatling guns, Antietam, and more. I did an interview with the head developer. I'll link it below in the description so you guys can kind of check it out. It's from my developer dialogue days, I believe, or Single Small Strategy. Either way, I put it in the description. So basically what this game is, it's, well, as I basically just laid it out, it's heavy on AI and real actual troop numbers and moving around units. So the three things that we all want, right? It's built around the revolutionary Mate machine analysis of tactical environments, tactical artificial intelligence originally created for DARPA that is capable of analyzing battlefield tactics, positions, and making recommendations in real time to combat commanders. The General Staff Black Powder Battle Designer Bundle, it's a mouthful, sold separately, is a suite of tools: Army Editor, Map Editor, and Scenario Editor. So that's probably something for you modders out there, to import your own simulations into the General Staff Black Powder Wargaming System. So there's two games, just to give you a heads up. There's the regular game, and then there's the bundle. Obviously, if you're gonna mod it, you want the bundle, right? So the regular game comes with 20 famous Black Powder ever, include Waterloo, Gettysburg, all 3 days, nice. Little Bighorn, Antietam, Quatre Bras, Waterloo, First Bull Run, that's good, Campaign, Shiloh, Saratoga, nice, and many, many more. Playing either game mode or simulation mode. Game mode is designed to be as fast, introductory wargame that utilizes the same historical accurate map, so it employs a simple combat resolution model. Simulation mode uses a detailed model of the battle. Orders are given by courier. I like that. Grand Tactician does the same thing, which I do enjoy. Combat resolution is a result of equations that evaluate leadership, morale, expertise, range of weapons, accuracy, unit strength, etc. Play against mates, which is the AI, PBN or PBEM against a human opponent. I like that. A really good AI or a human player. It's awesome. I wish we could do that with Grand Tactician. I really would love a multiplayer system there. Select total fog of war, partial fog of war, and no fog of war. Simulation mode uses couriers to deliver your orders, plan your moves in advance, and coordinate your forces to achieve victory. So there's not a lot of detail here. We did go into a lot of detail in the podcast, so if you will want more, listen to the podcast. So let's take a look at screenshots. So one cool thing that I like about this is, right, you have the divisions or corps and artillery. So that's infantry, that's artillery. You'll have cavalry here. I like that, that's displayed there. Their actual strengths, right? So it's not like this infantry unit, 6 out of 10. It's actually 6,900 men. It'll have leadership values. So that is really good. It bothers me when games have like, oh, this is 6 out of 10 strength. I'm like, okay, what is that? Red Army, Blue Army. And then right here you got 2nd Brigade, 6th Division, 3,600 strength, 30 volleys. Even tells you the ammunition count, quality 68, morale. So there's a lot of detail in here. Now, he did make 2 videos. I will add it here, and then I'll come back to it and then just give my thoughts on those videos.
Let's get started and take a look at it. First of all, over on the left-hand side, we have all the information you need to win the scenario or to lose the scenario. It has what the Red Army needs as far as victory points and units it must capture, and the same thing for the Blue Army. In the bottom, we have an elevation and a terrain readout. And as we pass over units, that aren't ours, we only get limited information about them. The entire idea behind this simulation is to simulate 18th and 19th century commanding generals and how they dealt with the battle. It was with couriers, and you want to move in line formation. Right click means that you're going to be moving in column formation. I'll show you that in a second. So here we're moving, we're ordering the 1st Division to move into the Westwoods in line formation, pretty much historically accurate. And you just left click to show where you want them to go. You can cancel that. But the thing of it is you need to set the time for these orders, because as we stated earlier, it's going to take 56 minutes for the courier to go from McClellan to Hooker to Doubleday, plus the leadership delays. So what if we were to instead order that this movement happens? So we're back at the Antietam scenario now. That's because I wanted to talk artillery unit and brought it way out front where it shouldn't be, simply so we can show and closeness and accuracy, all these variables. And here's our, take a look at our reports now. All of a sudden, we click on the reports that have come in, and here's our first report. And this is an observation that we have seen that one of our artillery units is firing, as you can see. But at the same time, we are now observing that enemy artillery units are now firing on us. Again, we interact as the commanding general by issuing orders and receiving reports.
Okay, so I watched pretty much most of both of these videos, and what I got from this primarily is that this is I had to kind of like catch up with this game because it's been a while since I looked at it, but this is a heavy AI focused game, right? It's primarily about you being the general, either Lee, McClellan, Napoleon, right? And you're issuing orders to your corps commanders, and then from your corps commanders to your division commanders, and so on, right? And it all comes down to their attributes. Because McClellan wasn't as great a commander, the delay in the courier is going to be longer. There's also going to be, the speed of the courier, and on top of all that, it's heavily AI focused. From what I'm getting, like, this game was not made for, like, if you're playing a Grand Tactician, Civil War, right? You're playing for, like that incredible, the economy system and manufacturing, movement of soldiers, corps, all this stuff, right? Here, you're testing yourself against possibly one of the best strategy game AIs ever made. And that's what I'm getting from this. It's very interesting on how it works. Right, as you can see by the map, right, it's only one direction, right? Like, you can't orient yourself this way. There's a lot of data here, right, for each unit that's moving and stuff like that. And then there's not little to no graphics, right? Like, if you click on a unit, right, it'll tell you that this unit is attacking this unit, and that unit is attacking that unit, and that unit, or this unit is attacking this unit, with just an arrow click. You're not going to see animations and stuff like that. This is a game about you and AI in 18th and 19th century battles. So it's very interesting. I really like it. For the purpose being is it has an AI that is definitely going to put you to the metal, put you to the test. You have to put in a lot of factors into your decisions, like, hey, I'm McClellan, I have all these deficiencies, so when I set, the first corps to attack at this time, I probably want the other corps to move around this time. You have to strategize when you want certain units to move, right? It's not like, hey, double quick, get there as quick as possible. It's like, okay, I want him to move over here, him to move over here at this time and him to move over here at this time and go. And then you can adjust, but that adjustment is going to take time, right? It's like playing chess, almost like 3D Star Trek chess, right? I don't know if you guys ever saw that, but this game is very interesting. I really can't wait to get my hands on it. I really am looking forward to seeing how being the head of the army and working with other commanders, like if you're McClellan, you have to deal with Hooker, right? And Hooker's not as great as General, as Grant, right? And because of the deficiencies, there's going to be delays in orders and things like that. These things are going to be very interesting to see implemented in this game. It says it's coming soon. I'm hoping 2023, but yeah, I from what I'm seeing in these videos is the developer is just focused heavy on AI. Like, everything else is taking a backseat. AI is the primary focus. And I mean, I could see something like this being utilized in like war colleges, right? Like an AI like this would be perfect for like for the U.S. Army to start utilizing and saying, hey, this has some of the things we want our soldiers, our officers to kind of take a look at and try to play around. Obviously, this is 18th and 19th century warfare, so it's might need a little bit of a change for modern conflict. But this is very interesting, and I'm going to keep my eye on it. As you can see, it's on my wish list, and I'm following it. But be sure to put it on your wish list, follow it, and when it comes out, I'm going to give you guys my 2 cents about it. All right. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Catch you next one. See you then.